building a God Squad from scratch, but I only have an hour to do it. Starting with making a brand new account, our first step is to complete the introduction solo challenges, which is perfect because that completes the first of 11 challenges. You see, for each challenge that we complete along this journey, our time is extended by an hour, and we have a final goal of building an 80 overall team, which at the beginning of the year is a God Squad. Despite starting at a 68 overall team, we're given 2 very cheap packs. However, I'm not marking the open a pack goal up yet. We're just going to start with this pack to upgrade ourselves from our absolutely abysmal 68 overall team. We've also leveled up to level 2 on our way to level 5 and then level 10. Take the opt-in pack to see what else we get. Looks like this is going to give us a game day pack. This is going to help our base team big time as we get a quarterback, Matt Ryan, 80 overall, in our headliners welcome pack. A Legarius need 80 overall. I will gladly take that. We went back to our lineup, hit generate best lineup. We got up to a 70 overall to start. Another one of our goals here is to beat every single solo challenge. So I figured the best way to start off and get some coins early is to work on that from the get-go. Starting off, we have a few offensive solo challenges to try to tackle, no pun intended. And once we get to the defensive solos where I need to force a turnover or make a stop, I do this neat little trick. We're gonna go to load block left. And once Mac Jones audibles here, we're going to go to punt safe man and then control whoever Anderson here is here on the outside receiver. And we should be able to get an interception, assuming that this works okay. And it does. It's a little bit of a glitch that's been in the game for a long time. I continued on grinding through all these solo challenges, but it didn't go quite as easy as I expected it to. Having such an awful team is making these solo challenges already really hard. I can't even get in a rushing touchdown on the 4-yard line. Like, it is not easy to do with a 70 overall team. So we're already struggling out of the gate, and it's taking more time than I was hoping that it would, but we'll keep grinding. Backed out of the solos, we actually got a decent amount of coins here from doing the ones that we did. I was totally stuck on one and we're wasting way too much time. We got to move on. We got to complete another challenge because I only have 48 minutes left on the clock and I need to extend this timer. I guess we'll open up the daily gold plus player for 500 coins. This is going to complete one of our objectives and extend our timer, and we get a 73 overall middle linebacker. Looks like his auction value is around like 7,500 coins, so that ends up being a pretty big W for us on opening up that pack to get a player. Next, we hop into the team captain solos, which will actually help us get a great player for free for our team. But after grinding through the first set of these, I realized a pretty hard truth. Oh, and there's 18 challenges in part number 2, so hopefully we can finish this before our time gets too close to being done. But it didn't get any easier because our team really hadn't improved yet. Oh, these solo challenges are so difficult. After a lot of time and effort, we finally got done with all of the team captain solos. Hopping out, we leveled up level 3 and level 4, unlocking more rewards along the way. Our coin stacks up to 77,000 coins. We were able to pick our captain, and of course we went with Keyshawn Johnson, and he's gonna be our new wide receiver 1. And we're that much closer to completing several of our goals, which will extend our time and help us build our team. That actually bumped us up to a 71 overall. Just one player in our lineup made that much of a difference. I grinded through the rest of the first half of the headliner solo that we hadn't finished yet, but when I backed out, I realized we only had 36 minutes left, which was definitely not going to be enough time to finish, but thankfully there was something that I hadn't quite noticed yet. As we back out, we actually reached, if you look in the top right corner, level 5. That's going to grant us another hour, and that's another one of our challenges complete. Certainly makes me feel a lot better. But we still need to finish the headliner solos, so I hop back in, and I gotta say, Keyshawn Johnson is already making these solos so much easier, boys. Finally, we finally completed these solos. God, we reached level 5 and gave ourselves an extra hour because we're down to 44 minutes left. We've also earned ourselves an additional hour by checking off the beat every available solo challenge. It looks like we got a gold plus headliners player. If we can get an elite, that would be huge. Gold players really aren't gonna help me too much. Come on, give me a big headliners player. 76 overall. So we got a game day pack for level 6, which this is a pretty good pack. So we're gonna go ahead and open this. We can get another elite player or just any elite players will help our team, help us reach our overall goal. Strong safety, CJ Gardner-Johnson in that one. Another gold player. Yes, 2 elites in this one. Marcus Peters. We do have the additional hour up on the clock now, and there was also a discounted game day pack. Knowing that it would probably be easy to make our coins back, I went ahead and opened it up. We didn't pull anything great, just pretty much a Javonte Williams. And after having the game generate the best lineup for us, we got up to a 74 overall. We've made amazing progress, but still a ton to do. We do have to play every mode at some point for one of our goals. We have to play solo battles at one point for one of our goals. I don't think we're quite ready to take on those challenges yet. I want to extend our time here just a little bit more. We're going to head into the auction house as my next goal that I'm going to try to complete is to snipe a card off the auction house and flip it for profit. Immediately, we go to the 80 to 81 overalls and check how much they're selling for. And then I filter down by different position groups like quarterback, halfback, halfback, defensive end, until we find a card that's going for the price where we can flip it and make profit. 7,400, that's a great deal, especially if we're able to sell him for 12,000. While we're waiting, we might as well hop into MUT Draft, as one, it's a great way to make coins, and two, we need to play every single game mode anyway. We got some great players in this draft, like Gabriel Davis, Derrick Henry, and Joe Burrow as our quarterback. And then it was on to the game. Just let me run the ball for the first down. Come on, Derrick Henry. After Henry scores, we end up forcing an errant ball from our opponent, who throws an interception, and then we're able to score one of the easiest touchdowns of our lives to force the rage quit on to game 2. Game 2 was the complete opposite of game 1. It was a shootout, absolutely back and forth. He scored, I scored, he scored, I scored, until we had a 7-point game. I have ball with 30 seconds left in the fourth. Can he cover both seam streaks? Is that a touchdown? Is that a touchdown? I decided to go for 2 to win it all, and I didn't get it. That's unfortunate. So at least we can check MUT Draft off of our modes, and while backing out, I noticed we had 73,000 coins, so there's a good chance our cards had sold. We can check that one off the list and add an hour to our watch. I then proceeded to snipe a bunch of cards and flip them on the auction house, because while we're waiting for those cards to sell and make profit, we can go and try to complete other challenges. It's a great way to make the most of our time. One of the challenges we have is to win a solo battle game, so even though it's an 80 overall opponent, that's exactly what we're going to try to do here. Now, I'm obviously not trying to beat the crap out of my opponent here. We're just trying to complete our objectives, so work the clock to our favor, not really give the opponent a chance to possess the ball, and hopefully we can get this W. We clocked the entire first half just to go ahead by 3, and then the CPU tries to kick a field goal and actually missed. He missed! Hallelujah. That's it. That's a solo battle win. Let's add another hour to our timer. Ooh, 10,000 coin reward for reaching level 7. And we also got a core gold player. Wow. Now, another one of our challenges is to complete a set. And the set that we're going to complete here is a 78 to 79 overall gold player. I already have 2 of the cards, so now we just need a 76 to 77 gold player. 77 for 1250. I'd say that's a pretty good deal. 3 players that we're not even using. We're going to redeem them into the set, completing that goal, bumping us up another hour, as well as getting a 78 to 79 overall gold player. So J.K. Dobbins, we'll probably just sell him. With over 3 hours left on the clock now, we refresh and we actually completed some of our daily objectives and unlocked a daily coin pack, as well as some of our competitive field pass, earning us 5,000 coins. Then I realized we're at 0 training currently, so I looked through our binder for any cards that weren't being used and quick sold them, and we could use this training to upgrade Keyshawn Johnson to his 88 overall version, as well as complete another one of our objectives. The 74 plus headliners player costs 130 training. We have 190. We're going to go ahead and buy this and have some left over, which is still pretty good. We can pull anything out of this. Anything really good. Not a 74. We got a 74. We completed another objective. So we are now at 3 hours and 59 minutes left on our timer. We've got plenty of cushion here to finally grind out the game a little bit. With this cushion in the game and a lot of our auction items having been up for a while and now selling, we had a coin stack that I was comfortable with. It was time to try out a different coin making method. Within the sets, there are Team Affinity team builders, and I wanted to try to snipe the cards for cheap, build the team builders, and sell that card for a profit. We had enough coins to make 2 of these, so I sniped 2 82 to 83 overalls and 6 80 to 81 overalls. We built Pete Werner and Tease Tabor. Both of these together cost us about 71,000 coins, and we sold each of them for 49,100. After the tax that EA takes, we made 17,000 coins profit for very little work. We'll try to build as many team builders and sell them as we possibly can. Now that I found the glitch to make coins, that's exactly what I'm gonna keep doing. While those cards are selling, though, we need other ways to maximize our time, so we find the field pass, ways to gain more experience. Remember, one of our goals is to get to level 10. We also can get a daily coin pack from completing our daily objectives. We're gonna do all of these things by playing solo battles. But first, when I was loading into the menus, something random popped up. We have a bunch of packs that have just not come through. We have a ton of gold plus player packs. The servers have been super laggy, so they weren't catching up, and it turns out we actually leveled all the way up to level 10. That's what gave us our reward of 15 gold players to open plus a gold player pack. I'd love to show you every card, but we didn't pull anything that was going to help out our team. So even though it says level 7 up there, we're actually level 10. However, I don't realize this till later while live recording, so we won't check off that challenge or add the additional hour until after we grind the solo battles. We just hopped out of our game. Some of our cards are selling, but with all the gold cards that we pulled from like that 15 gold player bundle thing, I want to just try to generate best lineup. See if we are at at like a 75 overall by now. We are! I went through and sold any cards that weren't being used in our binders. It wasn't much, 1,000 here, 1,000 there, but coins at this stage of the game do add up pretty quickly. And all we needed to do for our daily challenges was open a pack. We did that with the 500 coin gold player pack. I spent the next hour just buying and building team builders. Look at that, I back out and suddenly we're up to level 10. I don't know how it happened. I don't know what happened, but we're greeted with an elite pack. We're gonna go ahead and open this. If we can get 2 elites, oh my god, it'd just be so big for our... So far, our elite is like an 84 plus, 84 plus, 84 plus, 84 plus. Come on! Of course it's an 80 overall. We've had no pack luck this entire video. So I grinded out the rest of the solo battles while we were waiting for some more of our team builders to sell, and I came back to the menus to nice surprise. So our levels have yet again caught up, and it looks like we unlocked this 86 overall Derek Brown from the Headliners Field Pass. We also got Miles Sanders at 83 overall. I added those 2 players, generated best lineup, and we're finally at a 76 overall. We're so much closer to our goal. I did just realize that we were late on one of our goals. We hit level 10, which is obviously an objective where we get another hour. I never added the hour, so I just threw it up on the clock. We've got 2 hours and 13 minutes. I jump into our head-to-head game. It's time to try to win this game. This was really tough with the 76 overall team. We found ourselves in a 3rd and 17 early. No, inaccurate ball. We're gonna have to punt on 4th and 17. Man coverage is really good. We don't have any way to beat man. We also don't have a great defense, so he ends up scoring on us. And on our next possession, I thought we had the seam, but I guess not. But we made a stop, and now we got a chance. Come on, get in the end zone. Get in! Let's go! That's exactly what we needed. But then this next play kind of just shows me how this game's meant to go. Why? Well, it kind of went from bad to worse. I threw a bunch more picks, and I just want you guys to watch this play. Oh my gosh. We get to add an hour to our time anyways because we have now played a game on every single mode. And the good thing is that's only to extend the time. We don't technically have to complete that challenge in our efforts to complete our overarching goal, which is build an 80 overall team. So if we need the time extension, we can certainly come back to it. But for now, it was on to coin making. That's what's going to build our team the best possible way. And the best way for us to make coins is, of course, team builders. This is ultimately what I did for the remainder of our time in this challenge. And after doing this for several hours, we ended up with a grand total of 227,000 coins that we are going to spend on this team. We've only got about 18 minutes to do this. So I like this Quandre Diggs. He's only going to be 14,000 coins. We're going to pick this up. At right end, I like 81 overall Zach Allen. Now, I know we need a tight end. This 80 Pat Fryermuth for 7,000 coins looks pretty dang good to me. Now for our left tackle, Deion Dawkins. Only 9,300 coins for 15,000 coins. We're going to pick up 82 overall Roger Saffold. As far as right guards go, 16,000 coins feels like a lot to spend, but we're getting an 83 overall. We're definitely missing some decent wide receivers. I think this is probably the first position where we spend some decent coins on. And this Mike Williams is honestly an absolute stud. 84 overall for about 24,000 coins. For middle linebacker, Juwan Bentley, 14,550 coins. We're going to go with Aziz Al-Shair, I think is how you say his name, for 16,700. I'm not going to neglect to get a punter, which is definitely a position that we need. We're going to end up going with 81 overall Riley Dixon for 9,000 coins. As far as corners go, they're really not that cheap, but for 16,600 coins, we're going to pick up Jair Alexander. And I'd also like a third really good corner, so for 9,400 coins, we're going to pick up Marvell Tell III and 81 overall. And our third wide receiver is going to be 81 overall Hunter Renfrow for just under 10,000 coins there. Justin Lawler, a right outside linebacker, 81 overall for 9,700 coins. The fullback position is unfortunately a little bit expensive, and there's not many great options. We're going to go with Reggie Gilliam, I think is how you say his name, and 80 overall for 13,250. At left end, I'm eyeing this 81 overall Jerry Hughes Jr. Guy's got some good speed. He'll definitely be a menace off the edge for us. I think we can actually get 2 more cards here. We're going to go with Tremaine Edmonds, middle linebacker, 81 overall for 9,200 coins. That'll be on middle linebacker 2. For our center, our final position, we're going to look at 80 to 81 here. Looks like it's Andre James, 10,600. Remember, our goal is to hit 80 overall. This is going to be the moment of truth. All our cards have been purchased. All our coins have been spent. We're going to hit generate best lineup, and if we hit an 80 overall, we'll consider this a success. And we hit 81 overall. We didn't spend any money. We built a God Squad, and we completed a ton of challenges along the way. This was a team with a budget. There was also a team I did without a budget. I built a team using some tiny football helmets. It was an awesome video. Go check it out if you haven't. You don't want to miss it.